So excited to introduce our first guest. He's been on our show before, and he's here again to lend his expertise. Please welcome celebrity vocal coach James Lugo.
Yes. What's happening? I'm here with vocal coach James Lugo. Now, give us your general perception of last night overall.
We are here with celebrity vocal coach James Lugo.
Yeah.
So I'm here with James Lugo of Vocal Asylum. Now, James, tell us about Vocal Asylum.
It's where singers get in and they can't get out.
Okay.
Here we go again, slowly, slowly, around the world in 30 days.
Hey guys, James Lugo here. Just want to welcome you to our new video series presented by Superior Vocal Health. And I'm telling you, I use the products, my clients use the products, and that's why I wanted to partner up with them, because I truly believe in them. And yeah, go to their website, superiorvocalhealth.com, and use promo code Lugo, and you get 10% discount. Here we go, baby.
All right, guys, I want to thank you for coming here. This is our first one, and we'll get the hang of this. I just kind of set up some lights. I don't know if this is really my thing, but I'm James Lugo, and I want to thank Superior Vocal Health for doing this. And if you like this, like it and subscribe. And we're gonna do these the whole year, every week or so, and it will range from, you know, warming up, working on your range, improving tone, screaming, recording in the studio. Usually we'll have genre-specific ones that are more geared for pop or country or rock or metal or whatever. Go over mic selection, mic technique, and, you know, singing on the road, and, you know, how to improve the durability of your voice. So this will be evolving as it goes, but you know, the knowledge I'm giving you guys, for me, is the good stuff. So, you know, enjoy it. I hope you guys improve, and practice hard, man. Practice with intensity. You know, do everything with intention. And you can always contact me personally, and you know, if you have any questions or whatever. So I just want to start the first one. I figure I'll just show you guys kind of how I like to warm up and how I like to warm up most of my students. Low and slow. Some of this stuff is very garden variety. If you've studied any other methods, you've probably dabbled in some of this stuff, but I'm just going to go through it, and I'm going to try to keep it in a medium range so that girls and boys can kind of do it. If you're, let's say, a soprano and there's something you like, you can contact me. I'll make you a specific track for you to work on, or if you're a baritone or something and you want something super low. But we're going to kind of start right around here. We're going to start F below, middle C. Relax the shoulders. So this is just for me, first of all. First and foremost, it's for me, and then this is what I've been able to help with my students with. So relax the shoulders, and inhale. So I think of it like filling up a glass of water. You put it under the faucet, it fills from the bottom up. Everything nice and loose, shoulders relaxed, jaw loose, everything nice and loose. Try to clear your mind. I just start with a 5-note lip roll. And might I add, this is an ironic, I don't know if I'd say it ironic, but this is a kind of an apropos time to start this, because the last month I've had bronchitis and a sinus infection. So my voice has been funky, so we're going to warm it up like I normally would, low and slow. Shrug up the shoulders when you inhale. Sing along. Start to feel that first like movement, kind of, usually for me it's around B flat. I can feel myself starting to want to like go more into a heavier blend. A lot of times then I'll come back down the first go round. I don't want to push it. I'm going easy. It's like a, you know, like a power lifters, guys that bench, you know, 300-400 pounds. A lot of times they just get in and they start moving the bar. They don't start packing weight on. Recording it. Usually I'm more relaxed when I'm doing this, but this is being the first video. I don't know, I'm a little uptight, so let's see how I can work through this. I'm a little, you know, I'm jacked up, man. I want it to be good, man. I want you guys to like it. And that's what happens with singers, you know. We get in the moment, we're so jacked up about it, and then we can't put on our best performance. So let's see if the teacher can get through this. I'm nervous, man. It's weird. I'm never nervous when I'm singing. Alright, so now that B below high C, I gotta start to really engage my core. So as I go up, I think down slightly as I tighten the belly. Really simple. It's not complicated. And I don't shrug up the shoulders, I don't tighten the hands, I don't tighten the jaw, everything stays loose. I just kind of get underneath it just a little bit. And keep in mind, there are thousands of vocal coaches all over the world. Lots of them are on YouTube. Some of them are great, some of them are okay, some of them maybe not so hot. It doesn't matter. I think at the end of the day, all vocal coaches want to get you to the same place where you can sing through your range with passion, intensity, and have a voice that will last for decades. That's my job. That's my goal. And I think that that's most everybody's. So, you know, take what you can here, learn from it. There's other guys that have other things. You may go, oh, I like the way this is better, or you know, I like the way that other guy did it. You know, mix and match. That's how my method has come. And I don't really have a method, but just how I've learned. I've studied with a lot of greatest vocal coaches in the world in LA, and I've studied with a lot of grannies that taught choir, and I learned great stuff from all of them. Sometimes I learned what not to do. All right? So as I go up, I'm going to slightly tighten that belly. Everything stays loose. I don't want to force that air. I don't want to do this. And that forcey thing. A lot of times if singers come to me and they're like, oh, hey, yeah, I sing in a rock band or whatever, and you know, after like 3 songs, I blow my voice out, it gets hoarse, and I lose my range, and I have no falsetto. I'll go, okay, let's try a lip roll, and this is invariably what they'll do. They'll go, they'll get their establishment, right there, they'll go, so, you out there in YouTube land, what's going on there? What are they doing? They don't really have the authority on the top register that they need to stay connected. So they've over time found ways around it by over singing, by over pushing, by pushing too much air, and that pushing too much air is what's blowing their voice out. So then if you get them to back the air down, they're going to sound like this. It's going to sound terrible, and everybody's like, oh my god, that sounds terrible. It's like, well, you know, you got to sound terrible sometimes before you sound great, right? You know, you take the training wheels off a kid's bike, and he's going to wobble. There's nothing anybody can say that's so profound that's going to stop that. You know what I'm saying? A physicist could come and explain to him about, you know, weight ratio and inertia and gravity, and then you take the training wheels off and the kid's going to wobble. So it's okay to wobble. It's okay to wobble. I got a new dog and he's here. Lip roll. Slightly tightening as I go up. So that's C sharp above high C, connected. I'm not really even warmed up, and I haven't been singing. I've been sick, so that's good. But we're gonna move on to the next one. I've been writing down my notes. Lip roll. Ya-oo-wah. You know, I've kind of come up with this thing that I really like and kind of works for me. My dog's gonna knock the lights over. Bo, come here. I've come up with this thing that really, literally, has really helped me, which is I like to work like my low register, and then I like to kind of work my falsetto. I kind of like to ping pong on my warm up. Get that going first before I really put on mojo on in the mid range. Because anybody knows how I sing like pretty hard, man. I'm like kind of like a Chris Cornell, you know, like Stevie Wonder kind of barreling down on it kind of guy. So I got to go easy. So now I've kind of got my lower register going on, which if it wasn't an instructional video, I probably would do this way longer. I kind of warm up really slowly. It's just my thing, but for time purposes, we're going to keep on moving, but you can keep doing this. Okay, so we're going to do ya-oo-wah. Let's see, where do I start? A below middle C. Ya-oo-wah. And it's okay if you really clunk it. If you're going like ya-oo-wah, that's okay. It's okay. It gets better. So we're going from chest to head to chest. We're not blending it, or people call it mixing, or whatever you want to call it. We're not doing that. We're going chest to head to chest. Ya-oo-wah, ya-oo-wah. I'll still slightly engage the core, not overdo it. Same principles, shoulders relaxed, jaw loose at the hinge, tongue flattened forward. Inhale down deep. Ya-oo-wah, ya-oo-wah. And I really want to get that bell, that ooh, the hootie, the ooh. I'm not getting aggressive right now. I'm not getting pharyngeal or any of that stuff, or too khaki or too brassy. I just want to stay nice and hooty. There's a reason for this. Ya-oo-wah, ya-oo-wah, ya-oo-wah. I can still hear a little static in my voice from being sick, but it's like 1,000 times better. Like 2 weeks ago I had nothing. And it's like product, like, hi everybody, buy this. No, I'm not that guy. This throat saver stuff, I use this stuff, and it's really awesome. The Superior Vocal Health, and this is his new thing, which is so awesome, the sinus cleanse. And I say this because this is a part of my morning ritual. You're not going to see this in every video, but I'm just saying this is a lot of times what I'll do, because I do have some. My sinuses are good now. My food is a lot better, but their new sinus cleanse is a lot. I like it better than the other stuff. It's more better. More better. Look at that. Ah. Mm. That would have been a different scene in the '80s. But you can hear it. It's starting to clear up a little bit, keeping this moving. So what I'm gonna want, what I want to maybe have a propensity to want to do is lock up on that falsetto. And be this guy. But I don't want to do that. I want to be loose. I want to be loose. One of the most defining moments in my own personal voice and in the way I teach was when I was a kid and I saw the unplugged Mariah Carey. This was on her second record. She was about 20 years old. Her voice was like from outer space. And she was so good. It was the one where she sang I'll Be There, the Jackson, and she did Vision of Love, just through the stratospheres. And one thing that I saw when I saw that video was that at no point did she lock up. Now, Mariah Carey's not some big put on a show, you know, booty girl Beyonce person. That's not Mariah Carey's thing. But she was just like, it was almost like, I always think of it like a willow in the wind. Like, she was just this whole thing. You know, like my old vocal teacher, Susan Nelson Howell, used to say, hard neck, hard voice. So now I want to do this. Yeah. See this? I'm in this like suspended animation. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah. You hear it? You hear it? It's starting. It's filling up the room now. It's just really. Yeah. And I got to figure out how to do this thing with copyrights or rights reserved thing, because I warm up a lot with cover songs, but I don't want to start putting cover songs on these videos, because then it'll end up getting flagged. And I love Warming Up with Reasons by Earth, Wind and Fire, and Drift and Die by Puddle of Mud. Question mark. So we're gonna do. This is probably going long, but I'm just long-winded. There's your resonation R. U low all the way up to the bell top. U. So watching somebody like me who's been doing this a long time, or watching other vocal coaches, it can be like watching somebody do like martial arts or yoga. It's like, oh, that doesn't look hard, and then you go to do it and it's like, yeah, it's like, oh no, what's happening? Don't stress it. Just slow and steady wins the race. Resonation R. Get your question mark going. U. Notice my jaw drops slightly at the top. I'm not forcing it. I've been doing those forever. Now they're popular. They're called sirens. They weren't called anything when I did them, because I don't know, I thought I invented them. I've been teaching voice for like 30 years. I've probably been teaching voice in just about anybody, longer than anybody you watch on YouTube, trust me. I've been at this since the 80s. So, a lot of things I thought I invented, which I probably didn't invent, but, you know, in Lugo land, I thought I invented them. That question mark U is the stuff, man. Just flow. If it cracks, don't worry about it. Every day it will get better. It will get better. Trust me. And then I'll do like falsetto. U. This little movie thing, my jaw is like doing this little thing. I'm not raising up, and my eyebrows aren't going up. I got a student now, boy. It's like I have to raise my ceiling when he comes in here, because his eyebrows want to just like, he's doing all that. I think down almost. I'm weird though. So that's like my little basic warm up. Then I'll get more into, you know, where am I? And start pushing my mid range. But you know what? Maybe we'll do that next tip, because we're probably already 15-20 minutes into this darn thing. But that's how I like to start. I like to work a little bit of the low and then upper. And I actually got a track of a vocal coach named Peter Strobel, and I think he is like Eddie Van Halen's guy. Worked with the Van Halen dudes. His warm-up is all falsetto. So when I heard that, I was like, oh, okay, I get it. You know, that's kind of my thing. I like to do a little bit low first, not so much just high. But, you know, remember, you got to find what works for you out there, man. You know, there's no one size fits all. And be wary of people that tell you that their way is the only way, because they're full of it. they just are full of it. They're not. It's misinformation. We all have something to offer, and we all have something that's a path. Anyway, so and then you ask yourself, well, oh, you warm up like that, but then I hear you sing, and it sounds like, you know, Sammy Hagar or some screaming metal. Well, so my point is like, how does one go from what you're doing right here, this, you know, all this stuff, to what I hear you doing? Well, that's what this whole year is going to be about. It's a process. Start here, get these warm-ups, start the language. I think I'm more washed out now that went into screensaver. I don't know what this is going to look like, but it is what it is. And the information on here is good, and it's a lifetime of information. And, you know, I've coached under some of the biggest pressures there are, and some of the biggest artists, and on the biggest TV shows, and, you know, so this is good stuff. We're small but mighty here. Anyway, there you go. If you like it, like the video, subscribe to the James Lugo YouTube, and we're going to be doing these every week or so. And this was fun, man. Oh, come here, Bo. Say hey, come here. Come here. We just got Bo. Come on, up here. Show everybody who. Come on. Bo's going to be a part of the videos. I think somebody was mean to him before we got him. He's got a little something going on, but he's good. He is unbelievable, and he's heartworm negative. He's got a big heart and was able to kick all those worms out, right? Say goodbye. Bye, everybody.
You will never see